Hey everybody, this is Cyrus from Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics, and today we're going to discuss how to achieve astral projection states even if you're not so good at sitting still and meditating in a traditional way. So this is how I personally am. I can't really meditate by sitting on a sofa and sending my consciousness into some other plane of existence. I usually have to go through other steps, so I'm going to teach those steps to you now. So I've been projecting successfully on a weekly basis for over 6 years. And I think this technique can work for you, but everyone's kind of different, so you have to play around with it. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to this channel, giving it a like and a share, because this helps to keep the channel and the community going. So step 1, understand what you're trying to do. Out-of-body experiences, which can include astral projection, has actually a physical mechanism. Many people don't realize this, or they think it's something that's entirely in the mind. They don't know that there's a physiological process that goes with leaving your body. So the mechanism, at least one of them, is called sleep paralysis. This is when your body is asleep, paralyzed by a natural chemical that your brain produces, but your mind is still conscious. Now, a lot of people are scared of this state, and part of your journey and getting good at this type of thing is getting over that fear, not letting that intimidate you. Some people have hallucinations or negative experiences while they have sleep paralysis, but you just have to remember that those hallucinations, or whatever they are, they cannot hurt you. And if you keep yourself in a positive state of mind, it shouldn't even happen anyway. In all my experiences, I've never had like a hallucination or like a negative experience while I was in sleep paralysis. So just keep that in mind. So sleep paralysis creates a phenomenon where you are able to obtain motor function of your second body, which is what we call the astral body. And the astral body is basically a copy of the body you're in now that's vibrating on a different spectrum. So literally the molecules of that body are spinning faster than the ones in your body right now. So when you have this motor function of this duplicate body that we all possess, you can actually push yourself out of your current body. But to be able to do this, first you have to enter sleep paralysis. Step 2, disrupt your sleep pattern. The easiest way to do this is to sleep less the previous night and then choose a midday nap to be when you will try to astral project. Your body at this point will not be in its normal rhythm, like when you go to sleep late at night, sleep 8 hours, and you wake up in the morning. That's your normal rhythm. When you disrupt that rhythm, it's more likely to initiate sleep paralysis. When I do this, I will either achieve astral projection or an OBE about 50% of the time. But for you, you may have to follow additional steps because you're not as used to this as I am. Step 3, set an intention. Many fears and doubts keep average people from entering this state. It can be difficult to achieve the first experience because of this. So you need a strong motivation to want to leave the body and not be scared of the experience itself. Like we talk about in this channel a lot, the out-of-body experience is a gateway to another dimension that we call an afterlife. Sometimes a strong desire to connect to a deceased loved one, even a family pet, can be the thing to create the intention to want to have an experience. It'll also put you ahead of many other people who are just doing it for fun. It also creates the possibility of really having an experience with that deceased loved one. They can hear you as well when you're setting the intention, and sometimes they may be even able to come down and assist you with leaving your body. Step 4. Lie down like you're going to go to sleep, but keep the intention going in your mind. Now take this quote midday nap, but try to lie still on your back. Keep the room quiet or with a fan going, preferably some kind of tranquil music, astral projection music, binaural beats, meditation music. There's a lot of options on YouTube. The main point is you want to be in a positive mood with a positive vibe happening. And the music may help keep that positive energy going on. You don't really want to try to practice this kind of stuff if you're in a bad mood, if you're stressed, if you're anxious. That's how some people do get the negative experiences, so just make sure that your mood is in check. Close your eyes like you'd fall asleep normally, but instead of having your thoughts all over the place or worrying about work or the usual things going through your mind, try to just focus instead on your intention to leave your body. Try to imagine that there's a second body inside of you that you're able to move. Imagine your astral limbs moving up and down. Just visualize these things. Step 5. Allow yourself to begin to fall asleep like this and then see what happens. Now begin to sleep, and what you're hoping for is to become awake while your body is still motionless. Pay attention to physical changes happening, a feeling of worrying or buzzing. All these are signs that you're shifting into that world. Step 6. Make your intention strong enough to override a dream state. So if you fall asleep at this point and you begin dreaming, that's still an opportunity to have an experience. Basically, you want your intention to have an OBE or astral experience to infiltrate while you're sleeping, while you're dreaming, so that you remember that this is what you're doing, this is why you've lied down to take this nap, this is your intention. So while you're dreaming, you want to remember that and then use that as a springboard into an astral experience. Now, usually dreaming is the best way to enter an astral state. Sleep paralysis is the best way to enter an out-of-body state. So either of these work. I usually enter astral states while I'm dreaming. The dreaming state, the dream I'm having, is sometimes a reflection of a real astral environment. So if you can, again, springboard into an astral state while you're dreaming, that is often the preferable way to do it. But you can also get there by having an out-of-body experience the traditional way, which I think is an important thing for you to do at some point anyway, because you get to see in action how this phenomena happens. So even if all you experience during all this is a buzzing or a worrying sensation, or you partially leave your body but you don't have a full experience, like you just feel a disconnection happening, or you see one of your astral limbs moving around, or maybe you become aware during a dream state but you don't have a full astral experience out of it, these are all small victories that you should be proud of and that you should put in a journal. Next time it may progress into an entire experience. But start small and be patient. In future videos, we'll discuss other techniques, what to do when you do leave your body. In the meantime, there are many podcast episodes on this channel discussing the nuts and bolts of this other dimension, the metaphysical concepts that you may find interesting. So be sure to browse through the podcast episodes and find some stuff to help you learn about all of these complicated concepts. That's it for now, and we'll talk soon.